It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Takes a shot! Goal! Inter! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided. Well, goes for the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Zielinski. He is through here. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Modric. And he shoots! And he's stuck it away. 2-0, and in next to no time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And we have our very first corner. There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Bastoni. Built with the early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Zanetti. Ah, such a clever touch. Nicely weighted ball. Tomori did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Fiore! It's a goal! Right back in the game! You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Chiesa making good progress on the right-hand side. Towering header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a seguire le indicazioni delle forze dell'ordine visualizzate a breve sul maxi schermo.
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I've always been impressed with Lautaro Martinez, Peter. We all know how good a finisher he is, but he's proved himself to be a more than reasonable outlet. If needed, he can play with his back to goal and be one that brings everyone else into play, and he's a significant influence.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Ribéry takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And he's forced to go back. Zielinski, Çalhanoğlu, and here's Inzaghi. It's gone backwards.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
And he welcomes it in. He might be in here! And that could well leave a mark. No foul, says the referee. Massaro. Now it's Vlahovic. He's having a shot! And it's hit, and another try!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Inter would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Lovely bit of skill. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in, and it's been played through. Massaro, he's in one. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Inter! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. The ball goes in. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Modric. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And Ribéry! Oh, nearly. Costa Curta. And it's Michel Platini. To Çalhanoğlu. He can run onto that. Platini. And that is headed for the middle. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And here's Ribéry.
Inter genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and he's had it nicked away. And it's Ribéry. Half an hour played now. Hernandez, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Michel Platini. Massaro, oh, he's burst through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Modric! Goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's in a great position here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Platini. Ribery. That ball looks a good one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. 5 minutes till the break. Del Piero. Martinez. And he's picked it up out wide. Now it's Inzaghi. He's well positioned. And Martinez! And that's in! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he's managed to gift it back. And it's Modric. Zanetti finding himself in space. Zielinski with a fine tackle. This possibly the last play of the half. Now it's Martinez. Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Martinez. That's been cut out, well played. So, a temporary halt to the action. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Inter Milan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. The second half is up and running. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Massaro. Looking for the run. Vlahovic! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Vlahovic deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Platini tries to pass it through. He's got away. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a key interception. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. No, that's been intercepted. Massaro has found the net here, of course. Now it's Inzaghi. Çalhanoğlu spots it and intercepts. Massaro. He's found a way through. He's free. Great chance! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely.
And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's...
And Martinez! And he's stuck it away! It could be a lifeline! lifeline. 2 more needed. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Modric. Vlahovic. He's beaten the last man. It's anyone's ball now. Corner number 4 coming up here. Decent shot! And he's following up! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
It's a pretty loose pass. And he was quick to react. Massaro! And that's a tidy finish. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Half an hour gone in the second half. Can he spark a counter here? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And it's made its way to him. Real chance! In he goes again! Well taken goal. They are playing them off the park. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Getting up there! Oh, it rattles the bar. Oh, good finish. Inzaghi duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Oh, that's well spotted. Vlahovic. That is good alertness. Platini. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass just lacking in accuracy. That has not gone well. Filippo Inzaghi picks out chance for a shot! Superb by Inzaghi! About as smooth as it gets! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Inter Milan may be down, but not out just yet. Platini. Modric. This looks promising. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vlahovic. Oh, played right into his path. Bastoni gets a foot in here, and it's Del Piero. Can he get on the end of this? It's Inzaghi! And want to be quick to recover this. Vlahovic. Looking for options for movement. That has been cut short. Not the most accurate pass. That's that, the end. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph.